Oh man, how you guys doing today? You doing well? You doing good? You doing fine? What's it called? XT? Yeah, that's the one I wanted to add. That's the song I wanted to add. XT. Oh man, so what was it? What was it, Tuesday? Tuesday we did Borderlands, and we didn't get to do it on the stream. Did I really drink that whole coffee? Damn. I thought I hadn't even started it. Apparently I drank it all. I don't remember that. Anyway, what else? This is not the one I wanted. It's amazing, but it's not the one I wanted. Oh well, I'll find it later. This is fun. Anyway, so after I did Borderlands with Roman, I like couldn't sleep, and then I fell asleep, and I had a little cold the next morning, and so I slept all day, and then I got up at like midnight yesterday. Nah, well, not midnight, maybe like 10 or something. I was up for like 2 hours. I got up, like checked my email, checked like internet, and I went back to sleep. So I probably slept for like 30 hours. That was pretty. That was a fun Wednesday. So now I'm like way behind in even remotely getting this episode done this week. So there's no way it's happening. And it's one because this episode's way longer than it should be. So there's no way I'm gonna get done on Friday. I'm busy all weekend, so I'm gonna have to find time next week to see if I can finish it up. So my goal is just to try and get as much done as I can on it right now. But I mean, it's Thursday and I'm still on audio, and like in a realistic world I'd be done audio on Tuesday. So we're going to try and at least get the audio done today. That shouldn't be too bad. And then I'm probably looking at starting to animate, but I'll have to see how long it takes to do this audio. But yeah, so let me look at the calendar though. So this weekend is Halloween, so we're gonna do Amnesiathon. What do you think, Saturday night? Saturday night. Saturday night we're doing Amnesiathon. Say at 9. That's probably when I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finish up that game, destroy it, brutalize it. I'm gonna take that game and be like, hey game. That's what I'm going to do to the game. So that'll be good. Let me open up my Steam. Hold on. I got a bunch of stuff I need to finish up. I need to finish Psychonauts. So I don't know when I'm going to finish Psychonauts. I'll tell you exactly. I know exactly when I'm going to finish Psychonauts. Sometime next week, I'm randomly in the middle of the day, not even during stream time, I'm going to be like, alright, I need to finish this thing. And I'm gonna finish it. So if you're like, oh my God, Rob, I don't want to miss it, and you're probably gonna do it when I'm at school or work or something, then I'm sorry, you'll have to watch the video on demand of it, because I just need to get that game done. Because November is busy, man. November, there's Skyrim coming out, and there's Saints Row 3, and Roman's taking time off work for Saints Row 3. So we're gonna just have like, whenever Saints Row 3 comes out, there's no way nobody here, none of you are going to be able to watch all of it. You're just going to have to accept it. You're just going to have to accept that you're going to miss some of it, because me and Rome are going to play it non-stop. We're going to do like super marathon. be up for 16 hours. It's gonna be like a super job. It's gonna be like we're in the army of Saints Row 3, and I'm the lieutenant, and Roman's the admiral. Wait, no, I'm the admiral. Roman's the lieutenant. Wait, admiral's higher than a lieutenant. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But it's gonna be a lot. I got all these other games that you guys like randomly buy for me. That it makes me feel bad because now it's like I have to play them. So I gotta knock these out at some point. Probably makes people really sad that I only have 15 hours played in Dota 2. I've had it for like 3 weeks now. What do I have to finish? So we're gonna do Amnesia this weekend. That's happening. Next week, I think it's more 2-player with Gary. I don't know what Gary's doing, but if it's either that or we're kicking some of these games' ass. I need to get them off my list. I need to get them off my list. But yeah. Oh boy. Amnesia's on sale for €2.60. What a deal. Oh, that's terrible though. Like, Steam sales are coming up in Christmas. Man, Skyrim's $60. That's gonna be a bitch. Actually, that is Saints Row. I'm gonna be broke. Yeah. See, Christmas is the scariest time of the year because that's when Steam is just, they come out and they're like, they give you all these quote-unquote good deals and you just lose all your monies. Like, you're like, oh, look, I have all this monies, and then Steam comes around and is just like, nope. No, you don't. No, you don't! You don't have any money! Taking all your monies, Rob! You're gonna have none of it. I've also found that, for whatever reason, Monday and Tuesday is like the best day to stream. I don't know why. People always show up to Monday, Tuesday streams the most. They're crazy. I need to make sure I start doing awesome things on Mondays and not Chantilly's. Thanks, Dark Bones. Death Bones. So what was this thing? Dead Bones. I knew it was something that started with a D. Other thing you'll be happy to note is I got a new project that I'm working on in my spare time again. And that's all I can tell you about it. So I don't even know why I'm announcing that I'm working on a project, because I'm always working on some projects. So that was a waste of an announcement. Another announcement, I'm also making videos this week. I can't tell you what the videos are about, but I'm making them. Oh, another announcement. I got an email from someone today. I can't tell you who it's from, but I got it. It's an important email. Someone here is about to have a bigger penis. That's all I can say. That's the only hint I can tell you with the email. But it's gonna be pretty sweet. Fire department's gonna call me up. They're gonna be like, "Hey Rob, there's a fire. Can you come on down and bring your fire hose?" And I'll be like, "I guess. Let me drink this water first." All right, Mr. Fireman, I'm on my way. So that was an exciting email. Oh, I'm procrastinating like a bitch because I don't want to start this, but let's start it. What song is this? I like this. I added 7,000 songs to my iTunes today, so that's something. Alright, let's get to work.
Dead? What do you mean he's dead?
Yeah, like how dead? On a scale from 1 to 10, how alive is he? 0. I said from 1 to 10, asshole. God, Mike, this guy isn't very good at scales. He was a very old man. His name was Sinwell Bladescraft. He passed on about a week ago, I'm afraid.
What did he die from?
Melanoma.
Do you mean melanoma?
Melanoma.
It's melanoma.
Melanoma. Man, I knew we shouldn't have taken that 9-month detour and robbed into making the episodes land. He's the only...
Man, either I'm not in a funny mood or none of that was funny. I think it was the first one, though. I have a rule that I never work on this stuff if I'm not funny. Like, I'll work on, like, editing 2-player, right? Or, no, I won't work on animating. Or the editing parts, but I don't ever work on audio or animation if I'm not feeling funny. Because if I'm not feeling funny, then I just don't try. I'm going to listen to this again, though. I'm going to try harder to listen.
Dead? What do you mean he's dead?
Yeah, like how dead? On a scale from 1 to 10, how alive is he? 0. I said from 1 to 10, asshole. God, Mike, this guy isn't very good at scales. He was a very old man. His name was Sinwell Bladescraft. He passed on about a week ago, I'm afraid.
What did he die from?
Melanoma.
Do you mean melanoma?
Melanoma.
It's melanoma.
Melanoma. Man, I knew we shouldn't have taken that 9-month detour and robbed into making the episodes land. He's the only smith I know who could craft the blade you seek. I'm afraid with him gone, all is lost. Ahem. Don't even say it, Shakes. If they need a smith, and it's the only way to kill this dragon, then we need to do it. You're mad. Mad, I say, Shakes. Mad, 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 mad.
You mad?
On a scale from 1 to 10, how mad? 11.
He's mad.
Oh, come on, man. I said from 1 to 10. Are you even listening? We need to do this, Judge. We don't have a choice.
What is it? Is there another way?
There is, but it's risky. It's too risky, Shakes. You'll never survive. Sinwell was the only one in a millennia to survive it, and even if you did live, it would take 10 years just to complete the sword. Alright, on a scale of how many years will it take, ranging from 1 to 10, how many years will it take to complete the sword? A+. What? I don't even... What the? Oh God, hit the deck! Mr. Judge, come quick! No. God, it's all true. It's all true. Everything you boys said is true. Nothing was false. In fact, if this was a school exam and you put every true or false answer as true, it would...
All right. So, with Unforgotten Realms, I don't have a Friday deadline. If I had a Friday deadline, what I would do right now is I would immediately cut the episode in half because it's too long. I already know it's going to be like 12 to 15 minutes long. It's too long. And then I would proceed to finish the audio, even though I'm not feeling funny. And the problem is if I don't feel funny is if you guys watch the audio on Tuesday, is when I was listening to it, I would giggle and I'd laugh and I go, "Oh, you know what'd be good here? I'll put in this little clip," and I go and record audio or something. If I edit the audio today, I will never do that. I'll just be like, yep, done. So that's not happening. Which sucks, because earlier today I was listening to the audio and I was kind of doing just a little tiny thing and I was like, I better not touch this till later today. Should have just done it on my own time. Alright, what do you guys want to do then? I can't edit audio while drinking. I wasn't playing LOL. I can prove it. I bet you they patched the game and I don't have it patched. Because they patch it like every week. See, I knew it! Finish Psychonauts? We can finish Psychonauts. Make me a pizza. Are you a professional StarCraft 2 gamer? Yee? Because if you are, I'll buy you a pizza. I support esports. Damn, what is this that I'm listening to? Robin doesn't want to do Borderlands tonight. I don't know why he wants to not do Borderlands. Here's Yee. I'm trying to think of something fun to do. You should check Champions Online out. Isn't that, that's just another, like, Dota game, right? I mean, I would check it out, but I have Dota 2. Played it some last weekend. It was pretty funny. It's pretty fun, but the thing is, like, it's one of those games where, like, I go in and I'm like, this is a great game. I wish I had 4 more beta keys to give it to my friends to play, and then I have no interest in playing, because I don't want to go play with pugs. It's fine if you play a team of pugs, but I don't want to play with pugs on my team. It's just not fun. Let's see. We can play a game, or we could make a game. That sounds like way more fun than what I currently could do. Yeah, let's make a game. Let's do that for today. By make a game, I mean start a game which I will never ever get to finish, and I'll put it into a projects folder with my other million games I've done. That sounds like fun. Okay. What is this song called? Beethoven's Ninth Sympathy. Let me start a new project. What do you want to call this? Oh, you know what? I can use this dwarf for it too, which was an Unforgotten Realms thing. Well, not Unforgotten Realms thing. It was an old Unforgotten Realms thing, but it's like my master dwarf file. See, watch. I'll use this for a bunch of stuff. It's got like a bunch of different settings I can do. And it's got like all this hairstyles. Like here, I got blue Coolio hair. I don't know why I have that. Here's Frenchy hair. Here's Nalo hair. Here's if I want to be the judge. It's like my dwarf master file. I typically only use this for like, because I have actual like master files for each character, but I use this for random NPCs and stuff, I guess. I made it once upon a time when I was working on a game. But it's awesome. I was using it because I need a bunch of guards in this episode's video, so I was gonna add some things to my master file. Anyway, let's use this guy. Alright, we'll call this game Unforgotten Quest 2011. Sounds like a great name. I have a bunch of Unforgotten Quests anyway, so we'll just call this 2011 version. Art. Copy some of this over. Let's go ahead and render. No, I want to export. Do a batch export. Whoop. Let that go. And then we'll drag these over. Oh, why do you use Shockwave to make games? 'Cause it's all I know. Alright? When I was a kid, director / Shockwave was supposed to be the cool thing. And then what happened? Adobe Flash took over. And then it was just like, damn it, I learned the wrong language. Work. What did I call this? Unforgotten Realms 2011. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Don't trim. Okay, where's the idle? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Alright, let's add a hold frame. Go to the frame. Yeah, let's save this. Sure, why not? Core UQ 2011 version 001. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to make a move, mon amis. We're going to make my creation move. It'll be so very cool. We'll call this controls. If I take this seriously later, that'll be great. Okay, if key pressed, we'll just do ASCW. Why not? A. Then sprite. Oh, I should do it properly. You know, because it's nicer. It looks nicer. Begin sprite me. Property. We'll call this player sprite. Player sprite equals me. That's sprite number. Oh, that location H equals. So when you press A, you go left. Should probably put some acceleration in there, but that would take too long. That'd be boring. We want results. Equals -5. Perfect. Now let's make one for D. That equals +5. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, he can move. I love it. Let's make him move hella fast. And then let's give him animation. Woo! Alright. Now let's give him the animation. Player sprite animation. And by default, it'll equal idle. Okay. Equals, what's it called? Move? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's called move. Why play games when you could just create them? Okay. Player space animation time. Okay. If player space animation time equals what's this? How many frames is this? 8. What? Is there no 9? What the fuck? Doesn't even make sense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a 9. Why is there no 9 here? There's a retard sprite? Don't tell me it's wrong. I'm still working on it. There's fall, idle, jump. I don't even need fall and jump, but hey, thanks for exporting them. Getting a little bit ahead of myself. Apparently didn't import 9. Ah, shit, and I cut the... Shit. 9, import. Excellent. This is 10. 10 frames. If it equals 11, then equals 1. Plus 1. Okay. Now we do if this is so sloppy, but who cares? Equals move, then sprite play wait player sprite dot member equals member and string player sprite time. Okay. Sloppy, but hey, it works, you know? Blah blah, then, and if, put, take out a 0. Okay. Show errors. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's an error, I understand. Whee! Oh, that's cute. Okay. Change my frame rate of the game to what Unforgotten Realms is, to 24. Don't really need more than that. Sprite player sprite dot flip h equals true. Because, you know, why make 2 sets of sprites when you can just flip them? Am I right? I'm gonna comment this shit. Move right. Oh, now we're getting serious. Move left. Look at these comments. Animation control. Okay. And then if it equals idle. Well, my friends, there is only one idle, so I don't need this part. I like this song. Okay, I'm done. Victory is mine. What the? Oh, it's because I didn't move. Woo! I don't like that 24 FPS crap. And that looks way too slow for the speed he's running. Actually, I got a better idea to fix that. Because this is way too big. I don't need to be that big. Why would I want to be this big? Holy shit, how am I unable to click this? I lied. 24 for FPS is gay. We're going back up to 30. Sweet! I need a background. I'm just gonna rip one from something. Cotswell. Oh, that's an old Cotswell. Fuck that noise. The Arctic. Oh, it's not a very good one though. It's like a background. Kobold ship. I like it. Strolling. Oh man, when I made a 3D set, like fucking damn. That was awesome. Making one for the last episode of the season. Holy shit, this is gonna look so weird. That's okay, I just want this. Crazy ass 3D sets. One. That looks good. It's good temporary background, if I do say so myself. Wow, look how long it takes to get one frame of that. Damn. Fuck savings. Savings for girls. Alright. We're done. Game complete. Holy shit, this ship is big. Proportions may be off a bit. Kind of small, but that's okay. Maybe make them a little bit bigger. Awesome. That run animation does not look good though. Totally redoing that at some point. Alright. Design complete. What do you guys think? Oh, we need to like update this. What update? Goofing off. Playing. I don't know. Updated. Alright, see, this is entertaining, but we're gonna go. Okay, calm down, music. Wow, this isn't calm. This is the opposite of calm. Here we go. There's calm. All right, this is fun, but let's do the design part. All right, Google Docs. All right, make a new one. Alright, so what do we got? So I got side scrolling. I don't want to do forward and backward angles because that's too much artwork. So let's go with a Super Mario side scrolling 4-player action game. I like it. You know, like you can. So there, imagine this is way bigger, obviously. In fact, we'll just make it bigger. So it's like magic. So assume it's bigger, and there's like platforms, and you jump, and you battle enemies, and you level up, and you get skills, and that sounds doable. As long as I don't have to make it massively multiplayer, that's doable. 4-player co-op, okay. Single player would be the easiest, but that's for girls. I might as well make this project a little bit retarded in design. That way I know I'm not going to complete it. Alright, set the name. I'm going to put Unforgotten Quest in brackets, because we ain't taking this serious yet. Okay. Alright. Classes. Let's do those first. Races, easy. Dwarf and kobold. That's all I'm doing. We'll do male and female. Both genders. Because then I would only have to draw nothing. Is that how you spell genders? I guess. Whoa, physics. We ain't doing physics. That's a bit too much. 2 players lame. 4 players the way to go. 4-player lets it so the classes can do shit and intermingle. 2-player, you can't let the classes intermingle. It's not enough. You need 4. Plus, I hate 2-player co-op games. I'd rather have games that are always 4. If you're gonna do co-op, do 4. 2's not enough. 4 is the number. Okay. Sorcerer. Pretty simple. You know, I'll do this in like a bigger font so you guys can see it. Let's do 6 classes. 6 is a nice number for now. Savage. We'll make Savage Kobold only. Then brackets. And then we'll make Sorcerer Dwarf only. Make those the race-specific classes. That sounds good. Is that how you spell Sorcerer? No, it's not. Wizard. Wizard's always good. Plus, I already know exactly how a wizard would work. Bard. Can't not have a bard. Plus, I already know how a bard would work. Like a ranger. See, I would do lumberjack, but I already have sorcerer, and so they kind of like are the same thing. Message from Google Docs. Fuck off. I don't want to upgrade. Get out of here. Whatever. I want like a ranger. No, rangers are lame. Let's go with pirate. Uses guns. No, lumberjack and sorcerer are the same thing, because if you think sorcerer, you're thinking schmoopy style sorcerer. So that means they're using nunchucks, daggers, shurikens. Nunchucks, daggers, shurikens. There we go. Savage uses like claws, two-hand maces, and rocks. Those are their weapons I can use. So see, I got the sorcerer. You can use like nunchucks or daggers as like a primary weapon. Nunchucks would be like physical stats, and daggers would be like magical. And, you know, I just want to listen to relaxed music. I don't need this. Then shurikens would be arranged. Then savages, claws would be like dual wielding and they'd be fast. And two-hand mace would be slow, and rocks would be, well, you throw rocks because you're a kobold. Pirates obviously use swords. So use blades, and then pistols and rifles. Simple. Well, what did I say? I said bard. Bards use like a lot of weapons. We'll do them last because they'll probably just use everyone's. Wizard, I said. Did I have this? Where did it go? I think Google Docs deleted it. Wizards use staffs, daggers. Yeah, see, daggers. They share weapons of sorcerer, and they're magical, so that works. And then their quote-unquote range slot can be books, so they just throw books. Makes plenty of sense. Plus, it's funny. So now I got kobolds throwing rocks and wizards throwing books. Maybe the pirates don't even use their rifles. Maybe they throw their rifles. That's too silly. I think that's borderline too silly. One more class. What do I got? Bard, wizard, pirate. Oh, it was like friars. They're like the monks. That way I don't have any pure healers or anything gay. Because it's Super Mario. You run around beating shit up. Alright, so staffs. They share staffs with the wizards. And then blades. So then staffs can be their magical, and blades can be their physical, and they share that with pirates. That makes sense. And then I don't know. And then bards will give them lutes. You know, maybe you want to be a bard and play your music. And blades and daggers and pistols. You can just have everything bards and staff and two-hand maces and I think that's pretty much everything I give them. Fires can have books. Deck of cards. Because I already know what I'm going to do with bards. Because I always do this. See, I've worked on like game like an Unforgotten quest so much that every time I go to like kind of sit down and think about what would I want to do in a game, I have like a couple ideas that I always revert back to. So like for bard would work like this. Oh well, I should explain. Every class automatically would have like a fancy resource system. So not just like I got mana, I use it. You know, they have something fancy. I've always had awesome ideas for this. By awesome, I mean I have no idea if they would practically work. Alright. Ace. I'm trying to get a Google picture. Alright. So think of the bard works like this. This is how it's gonna work, okay? Man, I need to get a better mouse. This thing is not good for targeting things. No wonder I'm terrible in StarCraft. Look, I can't even... There we go. I guess the whole fact I don't play the game helps too. Anyway, here we go. So, say the bard works like this, okay? Okay, so you have some sort of, no, well, all your abilities are on a cooldown, we'll say, okay? Say it's whatever cooldown based on the ability. And then, so what you do is, you have cards on your screen, and they go from right to left. And then whenever you use an ability, it uses a card, right? Yay! So you use ability, you use this card, and then all the cards shuffle to the left, so you can always see what cards are coming up. And then based on what card you use with your ability, it affects the ability's power or something. And then so what you do is I give the bard a bunch of throwaway abilities, like abilities that you kind of want to use, and then your big cooldown abilities you obviously want to try and use with a high card. And then that gives the bard a little bit of... That way I can make all of the bard's abilities just purely cooldown based. But what you're trying to do is kind of... You never have a static rotation or anything. So you always have to just be watching and be like, alright, I'm going to save my super duper guitar nuke spell for my third ability, because there's an ace coming up. And I don't want to waste it on this 10 or 5. So you do your throwaway auto attack ability or whatever twice, and then you use your big one. So that's how the bard's gonna work, right there. Glad you guys approve. It's not a new idea though. It's one of my favorites though. That's why I always include bards, and that's why I put deck of cards as a ranged weapon, so you can throw cards. So you can be like that one X-Man. That's the class. It's like the best class ever automatically. Just think about it. You're like, damn it, what's that X-Man? Now I gotta Google this. X-Men who throws cards. You guys have probably already said it in chat, but it's Gambit. So you're like Gambit, but you get to play the guitar. Like, think about Gambit and X-Men, and sit there and think and be like, man, what would make Gambit better? Like in the X-Men comics. Oh, I know. If he played the goddamn guitar. Like, seriously, that would make him better. That's pretty much it. Okay, so how are we gonna write this for now? I'm not gonna write out the long version. Player can see 5 cards. Abilities, use next card in line to affect the power of the ability. We're the boys down at the crime lab. Alright, you guys know how it works, so we're good. Okay. So I always have Wizard and Bard automatic. I'm sorry, Wizard, Bard, and Savage I always have in any rendition of Unforgotten Quest, because I have the 3 ideas that I would always use for them. This is like the Wizard one is the oldest one I've ever had. Okay, let's do this one. I'm sure if I looked on my hard drive I could find pictures to explain exactly how this works, because I've used this so many times. But we'll do it like this. Warhammer stole this idea from me. They just don't know it. They had this idea like 5 years ago. Alright, so the wizard's got a hot and cold meter. Okay? So the wizard, all his abilities come in 2 flavors. It's either hot or it's cold. So it's fire magic or it's ice magic. If you cast fire magic, the meter goes this way. If you cast ice magic, the meter goes this way. If you cast fire magic, you slowly build up heat and it increases whatever, damage, crit. But if you get too far to this side, you kill yourself. Now, you might be thinking, Rob, that's silly. Why would I want to kill myself? Because that's awesome. I always like making things ridiculous, especially if I was ever going to do Unforgotten Quest, I would want it ridiculous. Like, I remember in some versions of the game, I had the quote-unquote Chaos Knight, which was supposed to be basically Timmy the Evil on crack. And like in all the versions I had, he would have these abilities that where it would almost be like he would hurt your teammates. So like he would have like an AoE cleave ability, but it would also hit your teammates and shit. It was just, and I would balance it in certain ways. I remember he'd always have like ultimates where it's like he had this one ultimate in one version of the game I had where he would kill your entire team. Your entire team would die, but then he'd resurrect your team. And so the whole idea with that was it was actually an AoE res spell, but it was disguised in a way where it would kill everyone and then resurrect them. So it's just kind of like, it's kind of funny because, you know, if you have like one or two people dead on your team, it'd be like, oh man, we need some reses to go on them. But Tim the Evil just be like, fuck that, kill everyone, res them all up. And so it's kind of a funny version of the ability. But I like always having funny things like that. So if you get too hot, you kill yourself, and if you get too cold, you freeze yourself or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with this version, but typically I'd have it so if you go cold, you would build up like a buffer, like an ice shield, and then that would prevent you from taking damage when you're this hot, because this won't kill you when you're this hot. It'll just do like a shit ton of damage to you, but you can build up like a shield the longer you're in cold magic. So it's kind of like you don't want to ever have to cast cold magic, but if you do cast a bunch of cold magic, then you can go really hot for a little bit. But you got to cast cold magic to not kill yourself. So that's where we're going with this. Because then that makes it so you can't spam spells. Technically, you can still have a rotation with this type of thing. You could do like, you know, cast 3 heat, cast 3 cold, but all I have to do to fix that is just give you a little bit of random to it. So it's, instead of saying adds 5 heat, I say adds 5 to 10 heat, and then you can't do that anymore. I don't like rotations in any game. Like this is going to be like some Super Mario platformer, so it's not going to be like, you know, EverQuest or WoW or anything like that. But I still wouldn't want people to have a rotation ever, like 1 to 1 2, 1 1 2, even though that wouldn't matter for this. Okay, heat, cold meter, hotter increases damage, crit rate. Colder gives you a buffer, health buffer. Max heat deals damage to player. That works. Whoop. Okay. Pirates. Oh no, we'll do Savage because I already know what I'm gonna do. Okay. Savages, or what I like to call sassy savages, but we're just call them savages. I've always had this idea for a kobold class in which their class is called Savage, but they're like, you know, uppity kobolds who wear tuxedos and monocles and smoke cigars and are like, here, governor, and they try to stay like really proper and shit. And so how they work is, think of it like a warrior rage bar, only you don't want to have any rage. And if you get to full rage, you Hulk out. So you just go berserk and you start pounding shit and you transform. So like, if pretend this was a kobold, if I actually got to 100 rage, I go like this, and get massive on the screen, right? And so you're thinking like, well, why? I would want to get to 100 rage, but how I would balance it would be basically the longer you don't hit max rage, the longer your berserker giant form lasts. So you'd only want to Hulk out like at an appropriate time, or when you can't possibly prevent it from going off. Like, so what I would do is think about it like if the bar was 0 to 100, and then when it hits 100, or whenever it hits your maximum, you're gonna rage out. But every time you use an ability, the maximum size of that bar shrinks. So eventually you're gonna hit the max. There's no way you'll be able to prevent it. And then it goes up anytime you do damage or take damage. And then all your abilities, you don't necessarily need rage to use them, but they drain your rage, so you're constantly just trying to like get rid of it. And then there's like a couple abilities that are like really good and they use rage, but you don't really want to use them unless you're trying to provoke it. And then after your transformation, you go into a really weakened state. So you get like this big, like whatever bonuses we want to tie to it, damage, Probably health regen, since I'm not going to do healers in this game. I think it's more going to be just like a Gauntlet Legends. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's call it Gauntlet Legends Super Mario. 4-player co-op. I like that. So if there's no real healers, then you're relying on maybe health pots. I don't really know if I like health pots. Some sort of healing, self-healing system. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Let's just call it Reverse Rage. Reverse Rage. Hulk form. Increases defense, damage, crit, health regen. Followed by weakened state. So let's say the weakened state always lasts 15 seconds, and the Hulk form lasts 0.5 second per ability you use, right? So if you just purposely use a bunch of rage forms, you'll Hulk out for like 2 seconds, and then you go into 15 seconds of being in this weakened state where your abilities suck, and you lose all your armor and shit. So there you go. That's how it's balanced. Alright, what's next? This is fun. I like this. What do you want to do next? Pirate, Friar, Sork. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a poll. And while we wait for that poll, I'm going to do a commercial. Hurr!